harvesting these sorrel leaves or ambadi as you also call it. So see, one I in the same plant actually, different pot but same seed bag. I got one is like this looking and one is like this looking. So some ambadi, the different types, different varieties. So some ambadi is this way and some like the hibiscus or the okra leaves. We'll also harvest this ambadi or roselle leaf, and we will also harvest some red amaranthus or lal mat, and also I will harvest some spinach because I'll mix because there are just a lot of these leaves growing and I'm gonna make it with chicken, so I think it will taste nice. So let's go and harvest. Even I was confused whether this is sorrel or this is roselle, but in some places sorrel and roselle are used interchangeably. Mine I know is a roselle because they have these calyxes. Even on this plant, which has a single leaf, they still have these calyxes growing like these. But even on the 3-leaf plant, I still have these things growing. So sorrel and roselle are used interchangeably in this context. Mine is still a hibiscus plant. But what happens is, if you see sorrel in the other context, there is also a plant called garden sorrel, which is again tart, again limey, but that grows like a bush, like grass. It doesn't grow like a plant. Anyways, so in this context, if I use roselle or sorrel, don't get confused. It's the same thing. It's this plant. Now we've harvested these many leaves, and like I said, we'll go to the balcony and we will get some amaranth and also some spinach from the terrace because just we have too many leaves growing. We'll have to give it a nice wash as it's been raining a lot, so the the leaves are full of soil. Such different varieties of the same thing, and so many different varieties, and dark leaves, light leaves. It's just fantastic. Anyways, let's harvest all this and then go down. So now here we've got chicken. This is a little over than 500 grams chicken, 540 or something. I'm just going to add some red chili powder to this and turmeric and salt, okay? And then mix it nicely. There you go. And then some salt. And then marinate this for like half an hour, 1 hour if you have time, half an hour to at least 10 to 15 minutes if you don't have time. So let's mix this up and then marinate this. Yeah, here we are adding some 1 tablespoon canola oil. You can add a little more also if you want because it's not exactly 1 tablespoon. Yeah, perfect. All right, now in this we need to add dry red chili, cumin seeds, and yeah, let's start with that, and some curry leaves also, lots of curry leaves. So here I've added 2 dry red chili. This is the spicy variety. I'm also going to add some cumin seeds, and we will add some curry leaf. Just adding this freshly harvested curry leaf. Once this crackles, you add the fine chopped onions. We've taken 2 medium-sized onions. And after you add your onion, add this ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 to 2 inch ginger, little less, 4 cloves of garlic and 1 green chili. Add it inside. Let the raw smell of the ginger garlic go away. Let the onions become nice and soft. Then I have 2 tomatoes here. I'm going to add that as well. Okay, now you see the onions are nice and soft. Now you add the tomatoes. Nicely add the tomatoes and give it a very nice mix and let the tomatoes become nice and soft. On the other side, I have chopped the vegetables roughly. You want, you can leave them whole, but these hard sticks of the gongura, that you remove and leave the leaves whole. But I have roughly chopped them, and yeah, now we'll wait for these tomatoes to become very soft. Now the tomatoes have gone a little soft. You add your leafy green to this pan. all of it and then give it a nice mix. Once the leaves wilt, only then I will add the masalas. So I get proper estimate of the proportions. So first let me add all the leaves, stir it, and then we'll let them go soft. Then we'll add the chicken and then we'll add the masalas. Okay, this is wilted now. Let's add our chicken to this pan and let's mix it. I will first let the chicken leave some water, and maybe then I'll check if I need more. I'll add around half cup. Okay, but first let me just mix the chicken well, cover this and let the chicken leave its water. But first now sear the chicken nicely. First it should touch from all sides. All sides of the chicken should touch the pan. So sear it a bit only in this. Sear it a bit meaning sear it. Move it around. Let it touch the sides of the pan, the bottom and everything. And then once we see that it's seared from everywhere, we will cover the pan and let the chicken release its water. So here the chicken has left a lot of water. Here I have some salt, half tablespoon black pepper and half tablespoon cumin powder, little more than half tablespoon coriander powder and 1 teaspoon full of garam masala, which I'm going to add now and mix it well. Okay, and then I think I will need a little more water, say around half cup of water, because the chicken is not cooked yet and it's sticking to the bottom. So I think we will add some half cup. Yeah. And then now we will leave it on a slow gas, covered at first, so that the chicken gets nicely cooked. Okay. So, that is it. The chicken is cooked, the gongura leaves are cooked, and your gongura chicken is ready. Eat it with piping hot bowl of rice and let me know how yours was. Once again, thank you for watching Ru's Kitchen and Garden. Bye.